Okay, so like the other weeks, I want to start with the question from the castas, yeah. This time as well, not a very easy. You may not get the. I don't know. You may get the satisfying answer or not, but I will try my best. So, why there is no akusala vipaka ta sahetuka akusala vipaka? Yeah. Do you remember that? Yeah. Okay. So let me show here. Then you, please give me the screen sharing. Please allow me to screen share.
Yes, once.
Okay. So here, so ahituka, yeah, akusala vipaka jeta, yeah. This is ahituka. In ahituka, there is no sahetuka akusala vipaka jeta. So the question is that. So as far as I have learned in the several books, there is no direct answer for that. I could not find the direct answer, but after reading that and I summarize like that and I understand like that, Taheduka and Aheduka, there's two different, yeah. So when we compare Saheduka and Aheduka, Aheduka Chetas or Aheduka or rootless consciousness are weak, very weak, and Saheduka, yeah, Saheduka consciousness are strong. So there is a 1 point, yeah, that is a 1 point. And here we can see Ahituka Kusala Vipaka, and here Sahituka Kusala Vipaka or Mahavipaka. Yeah, there's a in the sense peer consciousness. Yeah, sense peer consciousness. There is a 3 kinds of resultant consciousness. The first is rootless ahituka akusala vipaka, yeah, rootless resultant consciousness. And next one is rootless resultant consciousness, and this one is mahavibhaga. This is together with root, yeah, resultant consciousness. If we compare with these 3 kinds of resultant consciousness, ahituka consciousness are weak, and sahituka here, yeah, this is what I'm showing is the mahakusala, yeah, mahavibhaga is the same, yeah. So here, if you see that, let me do like this. The root is here, yeah, jnana sampayutta, yeah, associated with knowledge and dissociate from knowledge. For the dissociate from the knowledge, and for these 4, it has 2 roots, yeah, is 2 roots. I can imagine some beginners will not understand very deeply because you need a lot of information. You still have to learn a lot to understand this. Yeah. So that one also you have to know that. So for these two, there is a two roots. It has two roots. And for this is aloba, yeah. Aloba, generosity, and adosa, adosa, non-hatred. That in these two resultant Mahavibhaka or resultant Jaitas, it has two roots. And for these four associated with knowledge and associated with knowledge, these four, it has three roots. Three roots together with these two and plus amoha. Sorry. Amoha. Knowledge, yeah, knowledge or wisdom, or there's a different kinds of translation. So because these 8 resultant consciousness has the roots, it's very strong. So why like your Consta's question, why it has it doesn't have rootless no what is it, akusala vibhaga jeta, in a rootless consciousness, yeah, with the roots, for example, together with the lobha, greed, or together with the dosa, and in the resultant unwholesome resultant consciousness, in the books it said it's not possible, yeah, it's not possible. And I don't know how to explain. These roots are potentiality. You know, for example, if you are born with one of these four consciousness, this is you know, I'm you know, I'm talking about a little bit about the from the third chapter. In the third chapter, you will have to learn the detail of the function of these Jaitas. So until you learn that function of these Jaitas, you will not understand clearly, and you will understand more and more clearer in the next chapter. But I'm trying my best to to explain, a little bit difficult, yeah. So these 8 consciousness, yeah, resultant consciousness, if you are born, if you were born one of these 4 consciousness out of these 4, and your potentiality has only aloba and adosa, you lack the amoha, you don't have a knowledge, or you cannot get the jhanas and contemplative, yeah, jhana, you absorb contemplative absorption, you will learn today, yeah, and also you cannot get the liberation in this life. And if you were born one of these 4 jaitas, you were born together with these 2 and amoha, wisdom or knowledge, you have a potentiality to gain liberation or jhanas or something like that, yeah. So higher level mind, yeah. So for the unwholesome consciousness, you cannot be born. You know, for example, it's not possible to say you were born with the lobha, or you were born with the dosa. You cannot say like that. It's impossible to say like that. It's said in one books. So until I understand, it's very still you may find some what is it? What is it? Yeah, I understand. But I believe after you have a lot of information, you 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 can come back here and you will understand more about that. Yeah. I'm sorry, Carsten. I can explain only that. Yeah.
I wanted to repeat to make sure I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah, but I encourage to think like that. Yeah. The more you think like that, the more I have to read a lot, and it makes me reading there. And also I have to think. You know, before I teach the Abhidhamma to the lay people, my understanding level is very low. I admit that. After I teach to the lay people, teaching to the lay people and teaching to the monks and nuns and novices is different. Monks and nuns, they don't think too much. This is what the Buddha taught. I believe that. I don't think. I don't need to think. Oh, the Buddha said like that. We have to accept this. But the lay people, they think too much. That in some way, it makes me more developing, yeah, our wisdom or our knowledge. So then I encourage. But I understand you may not satisfy with this answer, but I believe you will be clear more and more after you acquire a lot of information. Yeah.
But the way you explain it now, it is more when it comes to the birth consciousness.
But consciousness, right?
Yeah. But also in like one lifetime, we have we're doing bad things, and of course it's not one-on-one when it comes to cause and effect and karma, but also our deeds. Is it only it's difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you understand a bit where I want to go to?
No,
when
not
it's
exactly.
Because birth consciousness, okay, I understand you. Yeah. And I do not understand, but totally. But I got a glimpse of what you're aiming to. But when it comes to consciousness in a daily, in a one lifetime, it also has cause and effect, and also the wrong deeds or the unwholesome deeds have their I would say have their unwholesome vipaka. Am I saying something stupid or?
No.
Slightly.
Stupid. I don't say that's stupid, but thinking is good. Yeah, should be encouraged. The Buddha also encouraged to think. Yeah, to use our knowledge. Yeah, here Mr. Matthias also. Yeah, why don't monks and nuns think much about what the Buddha said? This is like they admired fully. Yeah, they admired fully to the Buddha. That's why, for example, in Myanmar, when we start the books like the Visuddhimagga, for example, in Myanmar, okay, today this is the first day. Today we will start to learn the Visuddhimagga, and the monks and nuns, the students, prepare pen and books, and they are ready to write down everything what the teacher said. And then when I go to the Sri Lanka in the university, they don't start the class like that. So we are going to start learning the Visuddhimagga. Who writes this? Where he wrote this book, and it is authentic or replica of some books, or he stole some facts from other books or something like that. So they have critical thinking in the Sri Lankan university, but most of the monastery in Myanmar, they dare not to investigate the Buddha's teaching. Yeah. So Madhya is like that. They believe in fully what the Buddha said. Yeah. That's why. You know, in some yeah, I will not go too much to that because we don't have a time. We don't have a time. Yeah. Sorry, Matthias. Yeah. Let me stop here. So one thing I can tell you is sometimes when I teach the Abhidhamma, for example, you are learning in the 5th chapter, then I may explain. I may go back to the Chaita chapter again, and then we analyze again about the consciousness and about the mental factors or something like that. So don't worry, we can come back here again and again. Yeah, we can digest in many ways later. Yeah.
Thank you.
So let me start from the beginning. But just looking roughly, yeah. When we start the consciousness chapter, you should not forget, yeah, these four kinds of jaitas, yeah. Sense sphere consciousness, yeah, 54, and 5 material sphere consciousness, Rupa Vajra Chaita, 15, and immaterial sphere consciousness, Arupa Vajra Chaita, 12, and the supramundane consciousness, Lokuttara Chaita. So I have a reason, if I repeat it again and again, then automatically you remember all these words, yeah, all these consciousness, because it is very much important. If you forget the consciousness, you cannot forward, yeah, you cannot continue to the second chapter. If you forget the first chapter and second chapter, you cannot learn the third chapter. So that's why you need to remember all this consciousness, yeah. So without keeping this consciousness in mind, you cannot learn the next chapter. So the consciousness at a glance is 54, 15, 12, and 8. So out of 15, for 54 sense sphere consciousness, there is 3 kinds of consciousness again: unwholesome consciousness, akusala Chaita, rootless consciousness, ahituka Chaita, and sense sphere beautiful consciousness, 24. I will not go into what are 12 and what are 18 and 24. And so today I want to start find material sphere consciousness. Yeah, we have a limited time. So there is 5 material sphere consciousness, 15 is divided in 3, yeah, 3 categories. 5 material sphere wholesome consciousness, Rupa, Vajra, Kusala, Jaitas. And 5 material sphere resultant consciousness, Rupa, Vajra, Vipaga, Jaita. Yeah, Kusala, wholesome, and Vipaga, resultant, and Kiriya, functional. Yeah, functional. So there's 3 groups. Yeah, 5 material sphere consciousness, and 5 material sphere resultant consciousness, 5 material sphere functional consciousness. So in in the sense sphere consciousness 24, here Mahavipaga, yeah, Mahavipaga Cheta, its functions are not only the birth consciousness, but also other consciousness it has, yeah, other function. It has other function. But here in the 5 material sphere consciousness, Rupa Vajra Vipaga Cheta, it has only one function. It's a birth consciousness, or not only the three function, yeah, 3 function. You will learn later. So here, what I mean is the difference, yeah, the difference between Mahavipaga Cheta and 5 material sphere, resultant consciousness, Rupa Vajra Cheta. So it means you will understand, you will be more and more clearer than later. But here I want to tell you a little bit is 5 material sphere resultant consciousness. When a person, for example, you are practicing the samatha, yeah, concentration meditation, and if you reach these 5 material sphere wholes and consciousness, one of these 5, then when you reborn, you will be reborn in the Rupa or Brahma world. And the first consciousness you will have is one of these 5. One of these 5. So the function of these 5 material sphere resultant consciousness is like that. Yeah. And so here, and again, if you reach one of these 5 wholesome consciousness, 5 material sphere wholesome consciousness, as long as you don't attain the arahantship, then you will be reborn one of the Brahma worlds. Yeah, you will learn in the 5th chapter about the realms. Yeah, and after you have attained the arahantship, then if you contemplate the meditative object, and if you reach the one of the jhanas, yeah, meditative absorption, then it is called the functional consciousness, because you have reached the you have attained the arahantship. Then you will not be reborn in the Brahma world or anywhere. Yeah. So here just an overview of the 5 material sphere consciousness 15. Yeah. Wholesome consciousness 5, resultant 5, functional 5.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, okay.
Is Vipaka only related to birth consciousness, or also to like cause and effect in everyday life?
Not here, especially not here. Okay. This one is birth consciousness. Yeah, birth consciousness, and one thing it might be difficult to explain is because you have to learn in the 3rd chapter. Yeah, it's a function, and birth consciousness, and after a person has one of these 5, and then that continue as a Bhavinga. Yeah, Bhavinga means briefly to say, you know, here birth and finally death. Yeah, and from birth to death, that consciousness, yeah, one of these 5 consciousness carry or underlying our life. yeah, and the lion, and the above these are on the others, good and bad actions happening. So this we call the Boinga, yeah, and the lion, yeah, and the lion under the all other consciousness. So I think we should not go there, yeah, because we have to learn later. So here, your question, only the birth, yeah, most connected to the birth, not the in this very life, in this life, not connected with the cause and effect, yeah, but rootless, yeah, ahituka, rootless consciousness may be, yeah, connected with the cause and effect in this life and cause and effect from previous life and this life. So both are connected, yeah. So if we see the good things, this is a result of the good wholesome consciousness in the previous life or this life in previous. Okay, so this is the 5 material sphere consciousness 15. What are they? And the first group, 5 material sphere wholesome consciousness 5. Yeah, Rupa Vajara. Type an error. Yeah, Rupa Vajara Kusala Jaitas. So there are 5 wholesome consciousness here. Before we talk about that, this 15 is jhana, yeah, jhana chaita. Jhana means meditative absorption. Yeah, very difficult. Yeah, very difficult to translate. Yeah, very difficult. You know, meditative absorption. But after you have learned this, and you will understand. Yeah. So the words jhana, yeah, the words jhana, it means contemplating, yeah, contemplating, but literal translation of this jhana is burning, yeah, yeah, burning. So what's this jhana burn? Yeah, burn up, yeah, burn up. So before we talk about that, I want to talk about the jhana factor. Yeah, jhana factor. So there are 5 jhana factors: Vittaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagata. This is jhana factors. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Yeah, it is very interesting. And also, if you are interested in meditation, and that will be very helpful. So there are 5 jhana factors. Yeah, the first one is vittaka. So vittaka in Pali, mostly the scholars translate initial application. Yeah, initial application. So what is initial application? Yeah. So I will explain. I will explain how to say my experience. Yeah, my experience, and your experience as well. You may have an experience. When I joined the meditation center, yeah, when I joined the meditation center, the first 1 and 2 days, you know, in the Mahasi meditation center, yeah, when I joined the meditation center, then the first 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, the teacher guide us how to meditate and we trying to focus on the raising and falling of the abdomen, yeah. And at the same times, there are a lot of thoughts, yeah. A lot of thoughts are coming in and come in and out, and we are sitting here, but our mind is in the United States and in the village or in the other continents, yeah. We are going, our mind is going around. And at the same time, after coming back from the United States, your mind is coming here again and then leaving again to somewhere like that, yeah. Vitaka means trying to focus, start trying to focus on your meditation object, yeah. So Vitaka, this is initial application, yeah. Vitaka is like that, yeah. And I forgot the words in Pali. Vitaka means putting our mind to the meditative objects. Start putting, yeah. So then, for example, hey, let us practice meditation. Then you know how to do that. Then you put your mind to here. If you are practicing breathing and breathing out, so you are trying to put your minds focusing to your meditation object. It is called the Vitaka. And here, initial application. So the next one is sustained application. Sustained application, vichara. Yeah, vichara. Vichara. So what is a vichara? Sustained application. And then after 1 day or 2 days meditation practice, and at the 1 day, the first 1, 2, 3 days, you know, if we talk in the percentage in 1 hour, so the first day, only 10% of the time we can focus on the meditated objects. The other 90% of the time, mind is going around the world, yeah. And second day, 20% of the time we can focus here. And third day, 30% of the time we can focus here, and 70% still going around, like that. So vichara is the time you can focus on the meditative object, and 100% you can focus. You know, for example, you use it in meditation 60 minutes, then you can focus on the meditative object 60 minutes. And the time when you can focus fully to the meditative object, it has a vichara, sustained application. In the text, there is some example, like when you ring the bell, yeah. When you ring the bell, for example, like when you, but this is not the ring, yeah. When you ring the bell, maybe the Siali Aganyani you will have, yeah. Start, yeah. Then the first sound when you start ring the bell, dong, the first sound of the first sound is like a vitaka, because it is the initial one. And sustained application, after that, the first sound, then like that. So it is like a vichara. And another example is like a bird starts flying into the sky. The firstly he what is it? he take it out all the winds, yeah, the first wind, yeah, and then when he reached to the sky, he is flying around smoothly and calmly, going flying like this way. This is called like a vichara. So if you meditate, you can try to understand that, and the more you have a deep concentration, the more you understand about the jhanas, because you are practicing jhana. Yeah. So let's start to meditate. Then you start to put your minds in, you start to focus on your nostrils, this is a vitaka, and then after you start meditation, your mind is going around. Then later you try with the energetic, yeah, energy, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and then your mind is mostly here. It's like this, yeah. You can see your mind is always here. So this is called the vichara. And also feeling, yeah, feeling or level also different, yeah. In the text, vitaka is a very not very smooth, yeah, not very smooth, not very gentle, and next one is more gentle. Your mind level also more and more gentle, yeah, sustained application. And after you can fully concentrated on your meditative object, then your body and mind, here especially the mentally, yeah, your mind will be delight, yeah. It is called the piti. It's a sets, yeah, delight or yeah, delightful or blissful or something like that, yeah. So, and the next one is piti, zets or delight, yeah. So this one also you can experience when you meditate, and you continue practicing meditation, then your mind reach to that stage, sukha, means happiness. So here about the translation, I want to talk a little bit. Some of the mind teachers, when we discuss about this translation, one of my teacher does not like the translation happiness as sukha, yeah. He doesn't like translation sukha as a happiness, because it might be the happiness is like a piti, he said, yeah, and sukha is like a peace. So I also like this translation is not so bad. Yeah, sukha means peace. The piti means happiness. He liked that translation. This is I talk from the comprehensive manual of Abhidhamma, yeah, Bhikkhu body. So in English words, happiness is when you get something, that happy is like this, yeah. Peace is not, we don't say, yeah. Peace means, yeah, experiencing very calmly, peaceful. So sukha is like that. It's very much close to that peace, sukha. So happiness is not very gentle and not very subtle when we compare with the sukha. Sukha is more gentle and subtle than the piti. So after you have experienced vitaka, vichara, piti, and sukha, finally you will have one-pointedness, ekaggata. This is you reach the final stage of the jhanas. So this is 5 factors of the jhanas. So the first jhanas, the first jhana is the first jhana has all five jhana factors. Then please see the second jhana. It starts from the vichara, sustained application. 1, 2, 3, only 4. So why it is that? So let me give you my example as well. When I practice the meditation in the meditation center, then at the beginning, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, I always have to start from the Vitaka. And 4th and 5th day, let's start a meditation. Yeah, it's time to meditate. If I hear that, my mind is already occupied with the vichara, because the meditated object is here. I don't need to focus, trying to focus to put my mind here. So all the time, even when I am take bath, when I'm taking bath, my mind is here, like a second jhana. We don't need the vitaka. So that's why second jhana is more advanced, more higher than the first jhana. And there is a lot of things. What will be your feeling when you reach the second jhana, third jhana, like that? In the text, a very interesting one. But I will not focus on that, because I thought I will finish consciousness chapter today. I cannot. Okay, so let's go that jhanas. Here you see, start from the Z, PT. Yeah, we start from the PT, 1, 2, 3 factor of jhanas. Yeah. So here, some people, after reaching some stage of the meditation, they are faced and their behaviors change completely. They look very calmly, and their mindset also change. So in this stage is like that. You cannot see he or she is angry or looks unpleasant or something negative feeling. You cannot see in that stage. He looks cheerful, blissful, and happy, like that, because the third jhana is occupied. So the fourth jhana is only 2 factors: happiness or peace, and sukha, and one-pointedness, ekaggata. So in that state is more higher than the other. Yeah, the first 3. So in that state, jhana is only, it has peace and a one-pointedness. And the 5th one, the 5th jhana, is equanimity and one-pointedness. Here it's different. This one also difficult to explain, but I will try my best. Here there are only 5 jhana factors. Yeah, why this happiness or sukha change to equanimity in Pali is upekkha. Yeah, upekkha, equanimity. So in this 1 to 4 jhanas, it has happiness or sukha, but in the fifth jhana factors, the happiness changed to the equanimity because how to say, in the sense-peer consciousness, you may remember upekha and somanasa. Yeah, somanasa. Upekha is equanimity and somanasa is joy. Yeah, and I will go here. It's better to understand more. Yeah. Sense-peer wholesome consciousness. This four is accompanied by joy. This four is accompanied by equanimity. So in this sense-peer consciousness, joy, doing with the joy and doing with the equanimity, what is more powerful? When you are doing good, you are doing good things joyfully and with equanimity. So doing with the joyful mind is more powerful. Yeah, more powerful. Yeah, I'm pointing out the difference in the jhana rupa vajra cetas. Here is a difference. Upekha in the sense-peer consciousness, upekha and somanasa joy. Somanasa is higher than upekha in the sense-peer consciousness. But here in fine material sphere consciousness, upekha is higher than the somanasa. So 1 to 5, these four are included in the somanasa. Yeah, somanasa, joy. Yeah, joy, and upekha, equanimity. Equanimity. Yeah, so this upekha equanimity is higher than. So why? Yeah, this one also you need to think. But for me, it's not very complicated. You know, happy, peace. This is how to say, if we compare with the equanimity is so calm. Yeah, so calm. For example, if you have something, you feel happy, and someone, whatever, even though you get what you want or you don't get what you want, he is still happy. This is equanimity. Equanimity is you get something or you don't get, you are still happy. You are still one-pointedness. Yeah. So joy is lower than. Yeah. So then equanimity is a higher. I hope you understand. Yeah. But you can ask me. Yeah. So this is fine material sphere, wholesome consciousness, and if you reach that the first jhana, and if you die with this first jhana, you will have the rupa vajra vipaka, the first rupa vajra vipaka, but consciousness, you will be born with it. And if you practice second jhanas, and with that mind, if you die, then you will be reborn in the Brahma world with second of the Rupa Vajra Vipaka Cetas. Okay, so Arahant, after you have attained the Arahantship or the Buddha, and when they practicing, when they practicing the contemplating one of these five jhanas, they are doing with, it is called, they are doing the rupa vachara, sorry here, kiriya jeta. It cannot generate any result. Yeah. So if you are practicing one of these wholesome consciousness, that consciousness will generate the future in the future result in the Brahma world. Okay, this is a fine material wholesome consciousness. Let me see the chat. Sally Aganyani, this set in practice, usually Vitaka and Vichara fall away together after the first jhana and more or less simultaneously. Or Sally, cynically, yeah. Thank you, Sally. And in the fifth chapter, there is a different approach to the five jhana as well. Yeah, I remember something. In the fifth chapter, Vitimota, there is no five jhanas. Yeah, only 4, because these 2 is same. Yeah, four jhanas in the fifth chapter. And let me talk about a little bit about that. So 5 hindrances you need to know is a nivarana. Yeah? Nivarana means the hindrances. Sensual desires, karmic chanda, ill will, vyabhada, sloth and torpor, tina meta, restlessness and worry, odicca, kokucha, doubt, vichikecha. So what I put this class is I want to show you something. You know, our mind is, you know, to this glass is a dirty water. Yeah, the water is dirty because it's mixed with the dust. So these hindrances are like that. In our mind, these hindrances, yeah, sensual desire, ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness, worry, doubt, these 5, yeah, at least 5. There are other defilements as well, and you may learn in the 7th chapter about the defilements of impurity. Yeah, and here what I mean is, in at least these 5, yeah, are in our mind. When one of these 5 are walking, yeah, walking, our minds will be like this, not clear. And if we practice the meditation, and if we reach some stage of jhana, yeah, one of these 5, then our minds will be clear and clear, more and more clear. So for about this one, there is a lot of things to talk. Yeah, about we should talk about the samatha and vipassana. Maybe we can discuss later. Yeah. So and also you can experience when you try to practice meditation, and you are trying to focus on your meditation object, and at the same time you can experience how these 5 are working. Yeah, you know, you want something, this is sensual desire, it's a walking, you meditate. Yeah, actually that's why we always encourage, don't think anything you want or you don't want, just focus on the meditation object. Sometimes we want to get something, then that's why we meditate. And sensual desire is wanting something. And this on also walking, you can understand sometimes the ill will. Oh, my back is painful. Yeah, painful. It is a lot of pain. And also you may remember a lot of Vyabhara, ill will, yeah, dosa, like that. Sloth and torpor also disturbing you all the time while you're meditating, and restlessness and worry, doubt, and I'm wasting my time, like that. Yeah. Is it the correct way or not? So all the time when you are practicing meditation, these 5 hindrances disturbing you all the time. And the more you can concentrate on the meditative object, the more your mind clear and clear. So burning up jhana means burning to the nivarana, burning 5 hindrances up. It's called the jhana. Yeah. This one also 1 by 1 is a lot. Yeah. There is even some books. Yeah. Some thesis about the 5 hindrances. It's a lot to talk about that. Yeah. So, and we may continue later about that. I want to don't have a time. Yeah. Don't have a time. So this next group is an immaterial sphere consciousness 12. Yeah. Arupavajra Jeta. In Pali, only this one is different. So it's better to stop here for this week. So we can continue next week. Yeah. Is there any question? You can ask. Okay. No question. Then I think next week. Yeah. Next week. Yeah. Next week. Okay. Okay. See you. Have a good day. Have a weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.